in straw polls.
Yeah,
9 times out of 10, any
so too.
bullet hell that's been on, or like a shmup that's been on a fortune cookie has been my choice. And it's like either been a stream starter or I've just been like, I'm just gonna play this. Pheonix Wright, 226 votes. Half Minute Hero, 162. So it's 10% apart. I'm gonna put 1 minute on the clock, but I have a feeling this is gonna be a runaway. Runaway victory.
There's only 600 votes. Last time we had about 800. So
Arzak's shirtlessness scared off a bunch of people.
Did it?
You
Yeah.
never stop.
He was a very unrelenting force until we got punched.
You got punched too many times. Probably should have kept that shirt on for armor, at the very least. You think that would have
Yes.
made sense?
Exactly.
"30 seconds on the clock. Happen to Hero's trying to make a bit of a push there. It's now a 9% gap, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Looks like it's going to be a Pheonix Wright.
I think it's the first Pheonix, right?
Yeah, Ace Attorney, it's the first one.
Yeah.
Because it's not the trilogy, the download trilogy or something like that.
Hmm.
Yep, I don't even need to bother to count down. It's very obvious. It was a runaway victory. When we come back from break, we're going to play a little bit of Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's see. Oh man, I think someone might have deleted my save file. No, if they loaded into Sean recently, he would have re-unlocked everything if he did. Should be good. Right?
What are we gonna go for?
I'm gonna go get that set up. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I remembered the button this time. Yay!
Well, I know what to choose next for next time.
I need to make sure. That's one thing I don't understand what they did with Twitch. They made a bunch of ads unmutable again.
Yeah, that I don't know if this has happened to anyone else, but has anyone else had broken YouTube ads where they just don't finish loading?
Yeah, I've had that.
It's really annoying. Also, I guess more questions. I guess.
Yep, looks like.
Question time.
Question time.
If Reese wants me in the car, I can get him in here because I technically am running it right now.
I think all of us have her on Skype.
Yep. But I'm technically the one hosting the Skype call though.
Someone's like, nope, ad block for the win.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I have ad block turned off for anyone I regularly watch to give them.
Yeah.
You know.
Please suggest please consider turning off ad block to support John on the stream.
The pain wheel subbed. Will I marry you? Probably not.
How to get an ad in Spanish? I don't know. I've had weirder languages.
I've had... All my YouTube ads have been in Japanese for some reason.
Least
Probably
favorite.
because I'm married.
Coconut.
Least favorite what?
Just said least favorite. Least favorite anything.
Least favorite anything? My rug. My rug sucks. Someone... Favorite animal? Foxes?
Favorite animal?
Tail.
Snakes.
Do you like snakes?
I love snakes.
Do you like
Snakes.
pretzels? Yeah, they're fine.
I like pretzels. Mainly the big kind.
Like a pizza pretzel or something?
No, like a big hard pretzel.
Okay.
I don't like soft pretzels that much.
Can
I
you
make
a chug pun?
I
Okay,
can.
do that. I probably would rather injure my leg or something.
I can make chug. The problem is that Chuggers doesn't make puns. He makes wordplay. I try to make actual puns. Darko, it depends on your region, and then sometimes you just get lucky and don't get ads.
To be right back for a second.
I'm not answering that, Shadow. Any other questions? Any at all? Taking on all contenders. Favorite animated movie? Oof. Going to say... Lion King. Probably Lucky, but not for a while. I need time to learn that game because it's an actually long game that you actually have to learn the run for. Knuckles Rap, Arctic. Favorite question asked so far tonight. Is this a question? I have not played Persona 3. I have not played it yet. Favorite Team Fortress 2 class? Demomon. This favorite show from your childhood?
Oops. Oh shit, that was stupid of me.
This favorite show? I never really cared for a reboot, I guess. Favorite video game song?
I'm back.
Ah, man.
So let's get to... That's the wrong button. That was
Sugato,
very awful.
Smash character.
Sugato just subscribed.
And the Pain Whale also subbed.
Sugato and the Pain Whale. Thank you both for subbing. Here's your egg.
You will give me an egg.
I got better.
Alright, we're good to go. Let's do it.
Game is a guilty pleasure for me. Legacy of Goku.
Game that's a guilty pleasure.
Oh, I hate...
Zero Escape series. Favorite Studio Ghibli movie? My Neighbor Totoro.
Spirited Away.
Both good. Both good.
What mics am I using? I'm using a headset right now, but I also use a Blue Yeti microphone.
I'm currently using a Logitech headset. I want to change it for something else that's an EDC 180, I believe it's called. Is what I ordered.
Alright guys, it's time to become lawyers.
Yay!
I'm bad at the legal system, so this will be fun.
My aunt and uncle are lawyers.
Well, I know we're a defense attorney. It's time for law! And law.
Law!
Law.
You betrayed the law!
I can't get caught, not like this.
Any advice for new hunter just hitting Hunter Rank 2? Look up help videos, because Monster does a terrible job of helping you learn.
4 did pretty alright.
It did better, but it's still not great. I mean, I would still suggest not just jumping into it blind. You have to try and help. You have to try and get help.
Alright, the only crummy thing about doing Phoenix Rise is there's a lot of text.
Hey,
It's
yep.
all text with barely any volume. Ooh, but on the plus side, actually, there's a microphone. Boy, I am nervous.
Oh, what?
Oh, hiya, Chief. I have no idea. What is Phoenix Wright's voice now? Because I know his Marvel vs. Capcom one's just like fairly common or fairly normal sounding. Actually, it's like
Yeah,
oh, hiya, Chief. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hi, Chief, or something.
Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? I don't know if I can keep doing this. That's the worst part. Paging Mr. Herman. You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Oh, fuck. What am I going to do for his voice? It's over! My life, everything is all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
Someone says you sound like Shaggy.
That's kind of what I was going for. What?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? I can't. It's gonna be hard to keep doing this, so I apologize. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Oh, the newspapers say it was you. I always imagine Larry sounding like Vic Mignogna. Oh man, I don't know. I feel like Scooby-Doo really works for him, or Scooby-Doo Shaggy rather, from Scooby-Doo. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just really has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Let's do some lawyer shit.
So we have to fight a giant robot with objections.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? It's a little loud. I'm gonna turn this down. Sorry. As much as I like the music. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thanks, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands are shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. So a lot of this, if you've never played a Pheonix Wright game, you'll have to do a lot of guessing stuff and figure out things. You've also got your court record, which is super helpful because it shows you anything you have on hand, like your badge and the autopsy report of the lady who was killed. And you can also look at profiles of everyone you met so far. So there's Mia. That's our girl, which I was doing a weird Dr. Boyfriend thing for. So she's Phoenix's boss, and of course we got Mr. Butts.
Mr. Butts.
We've got the murder victim, Cindy Stone. And we've got Winston Payne, who is a regular throughout the series. He's always the tutorial, prosecutor.
Mr. Winston.
Who's a defendant in this case? That would be Mr. Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, no, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no way. I forgot it. I'm drawing a total blank here. Pheonix! Oh, so wait, what was the voice for her? Pheonix! What voice did I do for Mia? Holy shit, I forgot it already. Pheonix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? I'm gonna do my best Dr. Girlfriend, I guess. That's all I can do. You don't even know the victim's name. I can't remember the voice I did for Mia, and I did it like a minute ago. Holy shit. Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button and check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it off. Just do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who was the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. It just slipped my boobs. I mean my mind!
It just slipped my boobs.
She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't really feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Someone says do Pee Wee Herman.
Oh my god, for what? For Mia?
For Mia.
Oh my god. Oh right, because it was paging Mr. Herman. That's what it was. It was from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. So now I've got that in my evidence marker. Now I can press witnesses about it. And I can also examine it too. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Also, if you're given a gun, don't actually try to load the evidence in as ammunition. Touch the court record button and check the court record frequently.
Aw man, you don't get a gun, so this isn't Danganronpa? Fuck!
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Mr. Butts.
Chief, what do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything. Unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. I love how smug he looks. Ahem. Mr. Butts, it's not true that the victim had recently dumped. Is it not true that the recent... I can't do it. Hey, watch it, buddy! I'm getting the voices confused again. We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, Mark Anthony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Zoinks! Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Does not sound like Shaggy. I know, it's hard to keep focus on voice, especially when switching so much. Indeed, she appears...
too high-pitched.
Yeah, indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she has several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. Been clear to say what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? I don't think it matters, actually.
Subjection.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Ooh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I really can't keep it in Shaggy. It just keeps going to, like, weird hillbilly style.
I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Raikou, thank you for subbing 2 months in a row. Here's your egg.
You will give me an egg.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
Someone's saying we should do voices. We still have that delay.
I can get you actual, like, one-to-one if you want.
Now here's the better thing. Do you want to hear me voice acting?
Should we? I don't know. Chat, you decide. If you want John just to do it or have me and Trev try and do something.
You want Shaggy?
Zoinks.
Zoinks you.
Voices.
Raggy, this don't look good. That was terrible. Holy shit. That was fucking awful.
Alright, they're saying yes. Lots of yeses.
They're saying just me and you. Someone said just you and me. No.
Do it.
The problem might be Payne's dialogue. It's very close to Butts' in this case. You should turn the Brooklyn dial up to 11.
Hands off my prey.
Hands off my
Alright,
brain.
let's get this one-to-one for you guys again.
Oh boy. Now to pay attention again. Damn it.
Sorry. Share a window. I'll just get you. That actually might be easier if I just give you that window. You don't need to see the bottom screen, so.
Basically not.
Alright, I'm gonna have him answer, honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Oh, right, I forgot about this.
So wait, who's who?
Tell the truth! Who do you want? Who should do? Someone do Larry.
Yeah, I was there. I went.
God, no.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So I didn't see her.
Fuck, I forgot Payne's voice is super whiny.
Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying! I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Remember, Payne's objection voice is OBJECTION! Like that.
Right.
It's super high
I can't
pitched.
do a high pitch thing right now.
Lying.
Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making a gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. I've never been good at reading.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
You asked for it and people wanted impeached.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwick to the stand.
Frank saw it.
Saw it?
Yeah.
There are a lot of the names in this series are jokes. So, like Cindy Block or Cindy Stone. So Frank saw it.
Frank saw it. Okay.
Oh god, he's creepy.
Not taking it. Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. I may get K-Head, take over the judge, so I can.
Okay.
I'll do both Pheonix and I'll do Saw It.
Okay. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Yeah, everyone's seeming pretty done with this.
Yeah, no, this is not something.
I don't know. This is why I'm surprised people always want this on Cookie when it comes up.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
we've
know
done this
why.
before. It's just so slow.
Should we impeach?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be impeached.
Should we just finish isn't this a quick case? Can we just finish this and then just finish done it?
We've still got another 15 minutes at least to this case.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit, I forgot.
Remember, there's only technically 4 cases to this game, and then the bonus case.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same. Apparently, it's like 5 people who are voting. I don't know. Should we just do a straw poll for impeach or not? No, it's like half people saying yes, half people saying no.
All right, well, now that we're at actual gameplay, let's see what happens here, I guess. Let's go for, like, another 2 minutes, at least. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman. Not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Oh shit, this is right. There's only 4 or 5 cross-examinations. It's gonna be super short.
If I remember, the cross-examinations are decent from what I hear in length. I don't know.
Wow,
Phone's
there
supposed
is
to work
a
during a
straw
blackout.
poll. I'll say right now, there's a straw poll up for finish the case or impeach. Finish the case is still winning.
No way.
Yep, 70 to 30.
That is impressive. Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones don't function normally. Do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw used was one of those. Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. Yeah.
Now,
Now, Mr. White,
yes, yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it, the real deal.
Kiwi?
What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record. This is just a tutorial. I hope you like talking about tutorials. Once you found evidence... I don't know why her eyes got really wide when she said, "Present!" Present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the
Now,
court record button. What, what's up?
What if he took it literal enough and just threw it at someone?
Please throw this piece of paper at them to knock them out.
That's a really hard... That's either really hard paper or you're super strong.
Alright, cross-examination time. So here's the actual gameplay in this series, if you've never played this before.
Throw the thinker.
So now, I've got my, what I'd call a health meter, I guess. I get to make 5 mistakes, basically, in this case. But I can take each paragraph or line, line in this case, of his testimony, and I can press him about it to get more information. That usually will present a lie that I can try to force some more points on, either using the evidence or profiles, anything I have on there. So I'm just trying to remember which one's actually the first one I should be pressing him on. Actually, I think it was the time.
Oh, check out the blackout. Didn't it have the blackout timing
Yeah.
in the per usual slip?
What? Oh, right! Shit, hang on.
Yeah, the piece that says when the blackout was, so, and he said it was 1 p.m.
But, I mean, the other thing that works is that the autopsy report says she didn't die till 4 or 5 p.m.
Oh.
So that's 2 things, I guess?
But this, I forgot this game also has this. Let's see if this actually works. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. Fuck, I can't talk today. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, Matt. Oh, man.
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Side, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's really not a good question. Well, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now!
Would you care to give your testimony again?
And here we go. Now it's gonna be slightly different. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Well, I can already see how you can poke a hole in that.
I see.
Yeah.
You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. White, you may cross-examine the witness.
Mr. White?
Mr. White.
It's hard to say that his name with that accent.
Yeah.
Boobs,
Right.
I mean, Mia.
Right. You know what
Right.
to do. I've got this one. Alright. Most people in the chat have already figured out. He mentioned that they were watching a tape. And do I have... Oh, shit. What actually was... Oh, blackout record. That's it.
Yeah.
Objection! Objection! There we go. It's pretty picky, actually. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, shit, I'm supposed to be doing it like that. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Salt?
Oh, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Oh, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Salt? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections of yours are harming your credibility. Don't you seem rather distraught?
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Salt. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Now, you saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
The judge fucking is so accepting of things, it's kind of
know.
aggravating at times.
This is ridiculous. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
This one's easy.
Sounds easy.
Ah, sweet, there's the sped up one. I love the sped up one. It means like they're about to like finish off this set of it.
Well, the thing is, he said earlier that he never went to the apartment.
Yeah, but do I have anything stating that? That's the problem.
His testimony, I think.
Do you get that as an item?
I don't have his testimony.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have to press him on that. Alright, I have to, press for more information. I'm double checking right now. Yeah, I think I actually have to press on this one. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Do I actually have to present the murder weapon? That might actually be it.
I think you might have to.
Oh, yeah, because I think you don't know it's a clock yet. I believe that's actually the case. I think if I press him on this, he actually updates the description of the thinker. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
No, maybe I actually just do have to straight up present it.
That's you, dude.
Oh, sorry. No, I was checking something in the chat. Sorry.
Oh.
That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. Really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Let's just present it. Objezione.
Did I actually count?
It did. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw-It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Well, he said he saw it, didn't he?
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. Oh shit, can I even press this yet? The only way he would have known if the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... Well, okay, really, it's gonna be the obvious one. Because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder! Oh yeah, prove it! Prove it I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court!
That makes...
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw-It, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Objection! Ooh, what is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
Would the witness care to elaborate? Also, Riku Strike, subscribed for 13 months.
Riku Strike, thanks for subbing for 13 months. Here's your egg.
You will give me an egg.
Did you strike the victim with a clock?
I never! Look, the clock! I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
And Chase SP1.
Chase SP1, thanks for something for 14 months. Here's your egg.
You will
Order
give me
in
an
the court, I
egg.
say.
Your Honor, moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Saw-It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
We can't actually see the answers.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have this clock? Or the clock, rather? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Heck! As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing? Oh, what's he going on about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. Proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. Ah, he's right. I'm gonna prove that. Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sot.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! They treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sot. Me, I mean, Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah, of course. Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright? You said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Damn,
Of
voice
course.
trying to crack.
There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off!
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
You're done.
Oh,
It's all yours. Take it. Take it from me. Take that. It's not working. Words are coming out of my mouth. Take that.
There we go. I was hoping it would have picked up at some point. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. And as we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sod? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh shit, I forgot about that!
what?
he passed out.
He just foamed from the mouth.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client.
He was arrested and had been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts.
Guilty. No.
Not guilty. Confetti!
Yay! Why is there confetti in a courtroom?
And with that, the court is adjourned.
Let's go get pizza.
Okay, yeah, no, I need to seriously fucking play this game. That was really funny.
You've never played Pheonix Wright before?
Never.
Dude, the writing is pretty sharp, actually. It's really enjoyable.
Okay, I need to actually play it now.
So if anyone's
Good to
actually
know.
interested in playing this game for themselves, which I highly recommend, you can get the Pheonix Wright trilogy on the 3DS eShop. It's the first 3 games. Unfortunately, the only games you can't get either digitally is Apollo Justice, which is Pheonix Wright 4, or Ace Attorney 4 technically, and Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Turns out that Frank Saw was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check out and see where people were, check and see when people were out of the house. That's A. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do the dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Alright, we just need to get to the very end of this, then we can save, and then we're going to Cookie.
Yay.
Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Does anyone else want to do Mia? Because I think there's only the 2 for now. Oh no, and Larry.
I guess I'll take Larry.
Alright.
No.
Oh, thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Shit. Damn it. Not at all. Not at all.
God
Put your
damn it.
battles in there.
Alright, that is actually a pretty good pain voice.
Yeah, pretty much. I can do a good Toad.
Way better.
Okay, shit, whatever. It's been a while since I've seen such a trout on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's
This
this
is our
glad.
hard
Imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick! I'm really bad at this.
That's pretty good.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good! Wait, what? No! I mean, bad! Stop! Larry, you're innocent! The case is closed!
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... no, never mind.
Congratulations, right? No, Harry. Damn it, fuck.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can perfectly see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. Won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. I'm bad at this.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I
Happened
was
to his
gonna let you
arm.
off the hook. No, he just has a really long sleeve.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A murder weapon?
A present for me? Wait, was this evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. We'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. It looks so serious.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right! What the heck is she talking about?
Take this.
God damn it.
Yo,
Did you
check,
just yell, take that at me?
yeah. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? Where'd you get that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled.
She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Yeah, I was not doing a girly
Right?
voice.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. So all of a sudden, it's really weird. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Never!
Never, I say. Ever.
That was the worst fucking monologue I heard.
Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? I think the voice changed like 3 different times while I was doing it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me.
Gives this performance.
It's still
a
you,
standing
Gad.
ovation.
Putting a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Ah, crap. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, in part, at least.
You have to tell me all about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
And so,
Yeah, time
my
for
first
votes.
trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's sure good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay me. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, though. And that clock was soon gonna be at the center of another incident. And I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. Will be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Chapter 1 done.
I'm not good at doing voices on the fly. Usually I need time for it. So
Yeah,
that
no,
sucked.
I'm like my throat.
And now I have to make absolutely sure nothing comes on screen from Chapter 2, because that is a giant, giant spoiler. Because a very, very big event happens immediately.
So, chat,
So,
you hated that, right? No.
yeah, they did. I don't blame
That's
them.
Jade 16 months. Yeah, no, that was bad.
Earthshade.
Earthshade, 60 months in a row. Thanks for subbing. Here's your egg.
You will give me an egg.
One of my friends just linked me the entirety of the Pheonix Wright trilogy on 3DS for my Japanese one, which apparently is all in English.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have to check it out, I guess.
I don't know, some people liked it, but a lot of people don't. I understand why. I don't know. I'm terrible at voices on the fly.
Best stream ever of all time. No.
No.
Hope you all choke on salt. No.
Hey, there was a straw poll, and keep going was the winner. We're all about democracy here at videogamestream.com.
Anarchy reigns.
I know, it's like half, like, well, some, at least the dudes in charge of the chat liked it at least. But yeah, that was, I don't know. Phoenix Wright games don't make very
Yeah.
good stream games unless you do them
we
only them.
probably will not do another Phoenix Wright one unless it's like dedicated and I have a bunch of people to do voice work.
Yeah.
So
And
how
people
about
do actual voices, not just
Yeah.
me and Trev.
yeah? So how about
Yeah,
we
that
actually go to the cookie? All right, you guys sticking with your games?
No, I'm changing it, but I'll save it for last.
I just want to know something do you have any of the games you have on 3DS DL on your recording one or no?
No.
Okay, then I'll go with
Unless they're free.
Asteroid.
Okay, Asteroid still for Steam. Gex, or Gex. God damn it, did it again. K-Head.
I'll save it after the cookie.
Sorry, say that again?
I'll save it for after the cookie.
Alright, so you're gonna say after the game.
Yep.
Here are 5 random games. Tell people to look up Super Genius or Nintendo Capri Sun's awesome LP of Pheonix Wright if they want more. See, Tim didn't do all of Pheonix Wright 1. He did Case 4 and 5. So for Pheonix Wright 1, I'm going to recommend Super Genius's playthrough. He plays through it blind and has to figure out things on the fly. And you'll also see why I hesitated a little bit when I had to present the clock, or the thinker statue. Because there are some points where you swear you know what you're supposed to present in a Pheonix Wright game, and it's not right. You have to do it in a certain order at a certain time, which is why I waited a second and started, like, testing the other things, in case anyone was wondering why I did that. So yeah, I recommend Super Genius's playthrough of Pheonix Wright 1, and I believe only Tim has got the playthrough of Pheonix Wright 2 right now. I will warn you, obvious spoilers if you watch the LP. There's a major, really cool plot twist at the end, the last case of Pheonix Wright 2. It's like, I think Pheonix Wright 2 is kind of bleh until that final case. Then it's just like, bam, amazing. So even I recommend, like, maybe like enjoying that for yourself.
I'm gonna have to get this because I've never really played one.
Alright. Yeah, get the trilogy. The trilogy was actually on sale and might still be on sale too, I'm not sure. It was on sale for the past month. It may have just slipped out. But like I said, if you want a good game that you can read and enjoy, and it's pretty funny, I highly recommend it. Yeah, everyone's confirming that they played the second game. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of bleh or mediocre until the final case. Then it's just amazing. All right, 5 random games from the cookie. First one is Gradius Interstellar Assault for the Game Boy. Yeah, sale was indeed over.
Oh.
Game & Watch Collection for the DS.
Wait, that thing with just 3 games in it?
Yeah, I thought there was only 1 on it, to be honest.
No, that's the second one, which only has Octopus.
Oh, okay. I have them both, so. Really, again? Fallout New Vegas for 360.
Jeez!
Apparently the cookie really wants you to go to Vegas.
Gets a second shot. Oh shit, hang on. I have to check something. In regards to that. Because I actually might not be able to play it.
Why is that?
Oh no, it's there. Okay. I had it loaned out to someone for quite a while and I never remembered if I got it back.
Well, you have a Steam version of the game, don't you?
I might, I don't remember. It is indeed, I have the copy there, so we're fine.
Alright.
Fuck, was that second game or third game? That was third game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gradius, Game & Watch, Fallout. Game number 4, Mario Tennis Power Tour for the Game Boy Advance. And the last game for random, X-Men Origins Wolverine for the Xbox 360. Pretty good game, actually. K-Head, what's your choice?
My choice. It's Mr.Pants for Game Boy Advance.
I forgot I owned that. It's Mr.Pants for the Game Boy Advance.
It's a puzzle game, kind of like Tetris style, but it is really goofy and weird.
It's made by Rare. It's they're one of their weird mascots, Mr. Pants. So they made a game called It's Mr. Pants.
What? Okay, that's new.
It is a very weird and unusual game.
And I thought all the games that I get from, like, Japan are weird. No, that sounds weirder than what I get.
Well, apparently a couple people are fans of Mr. Pants. Let's see if it's enough.
Mr. Pants! So far.
So far, so good. So far, so good
Jesus
for sure.
Christ.
Wow, that is domination right there.
It's not that much yet, so we'll wait until it gets later.
Oh god, I forgot this game existed until I looked in your backlog and was like, oh my god, my child. I remember this game from when I was a kid.
It was a weird game to remember. I'm probably gonna have to pick a better game.
I mean, the name kind of stands out, just a little bit. Yeah, it's crushed.